Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to the video. Hey guys, today's video is going to be a full face of NYX Cosmetics. There are so many things in here that I have never tried before that I was super excited to try, and I created this look here. So if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, then just keep watching. Alright, so I have clipped my hair back and my skincare is still soaking in. So I'm going to actually start with my eyes. I'm going to use this concealer to prime my eyelids. It has like this little sponge applicator, so let's see if I can get it to come out. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's quite thin. I feel like it doesn't have that much coverage really, and it was kind of a bright color, so I'm kind of nervous to see it on my face. But now we're going to go into this eyeshadow palette. So pretty. Let me open it up. Look at all these colors. It's like an enchanted forest. I'm really excited about it. Okay, I'm going to take my NYX number 16 first. I'm going to go into the first shade right here. It's just a matte pale shade, and kind of set my eyelid a little. Alright, I'm going to go into this kind of light tan shade right here. These are just numbered, they don't have actual shade names, and use that as a transition. I think it's a really nice transition shade for my skin tone. Alright, so I do have this like lavender pencil for the waterline. So I'm going to take this pink shade right here on my Refer number 1 and start leaning this a little bit more in the pink area. There's a little bit of purple in here. Maybe I'll pick some of that up. Let's see what looks good. See, I like that shade too. Those blended really nicely together. And this is like a very wearable, subdued kind of pink. It's not very like a highlighter in your face kind of situation. And then there is this a little bit more of like a pale terracotta color. Same brush. I'm gonna wipe off the pink a little bit and then see if I can, if this one's deeper, if I can deepen up out here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. I like this shade. So I'm going to take my NYX number 43. I'm going to try to deepen up the outer corner with a little bit of this purple here. It doesn't look very purple on the camera to me, but it is like an eggplant purple. And just at the lash line in the very, very, very outer corner. I think it's really pretty. It's kind of like a desaturated, more adult sunset vibe. I actually have this NYX glitter glue, and I've had it for a while, but I've just never really used it. I've used it like maybe one time. People use this one a lot, like they like it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of it. I'm gonna just squeeze a little bit onto the back of my hand, like so. And I'm gonna use this BH number 9 from the Crystal Zodiac collection, and kind of tap onto that with one side. And I'm not trying to do like a clean cut crease. I just want to like see if it helps these shimmers, I guess. And then I'm going to just tap this here, and I'm focusing by the lash line because, like I said, I don't really want like a cut crease. Okay, and now I'm going to take the other side of that same brush, and I'm going to go into, I've changed my mind like 75 times. I'm going to go into this minty color right here, and I'm packing that onto the dry side of that brush. Next level. Okay, I'm kind of glad I used that for this shade because this shade is actually kind of more chunky and glittery. If you can hear, there is a fly in here, and I I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, I'm gonna take my finger a little bit just to do this center part and kind of lightly drag it over the other colors. That's a very pretty shade. I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna lightly tap the green side of that off onto a towel so that I don't get it stuck in the glitter adhesive, glitter primer. And then same thing to this side. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna close up this glitter glue before I get it everywhere. I'm gonna take my little NYX brush again into that purple very lightly and just kind of brush it towards this a little bit, like so. It's nice, yeah. I'm gonna take my NYX number 16 into that first transition shade very, very lightly and make sure that it goes up high enough. So now we are done with the top part of the eyeshadow. I am going to do something I don't think I've ever done on this channel, and that is eyeliner. I got the Epic Ink liner in black, obviously. I don't even know if they have another color. I don't think they do. So I'm gonna try to do a little winged liner with this look. Okay, there's a little ball in there. That's cute. All right, so the wings aren't perfect, but we're gonna move on because we just don't have any more time. And I'm gonna do the foundation, and I'm gonna just use my sponge. And since my hand is dirty, I'm putting it directly onto the sponge. Okay. Okay. I don't want to say it has no coverage because it's clearly covering up my redness, but it is not covering up any of my spots. Spread this around. Now I just know that it's a glowy foundation. I've seen a few people post that they like it. Since it's not new, I don't really remember what people were saying about it. But so far, it looks quite ghostly, even though it looks like it matches me. I kind of hit my freaking makeup there because I'm not used to doing my eyes first. I feel like I'm turning myself into a skeleton for Halloween. That's the vibe. This is like the first time my face has been paler than my hands. So I mean, props to them for actually having a pale shade that's pale. I feel like I am having to blend this in so much because it is just sitting on my skin. I can almost never see sponge marks, but like you can actually see like little sponge marks, like lines almost. I was actually loving this eye look, but now I've ruined it with this face. Anyways, now we're gonna do the concealer. I do agree that these products are glowy, but they're like sitting on top of my face to be glowy. I don't know, I just feel like I should keep doing this because it's not blending in. I'm using this like blank side to see if it'll soak up the excess. I feel like I should be in the movie The Craft right now. But anyways, this definitely looks like a base that I'm going to have to set. But before we do that, I have this cream contour and I have the shade medium. I'm gonna assume it was the lightest one that was available. Maybe they were sold out of the other one. I'm gonna use this BH number 3 brush. I've used this with the Milk Makeup bronzer before, so I feel like it'll work with a cream. So let's dig into this. Oh, she's orange. Okay. This makeup look is going real great. I'm gonna try to use it to warm up the entire face while we're at it, I guess. I guess I also have to take into account that my face is like whiter than it's ever been with this foundation on. I'm definitely like blending this up into it more than I normally would, but the color contrast is just so stark. I feel like I might like that. I feel like it was so pigmented, but it blended in quite nicely. I do feel like I have rubbed off what little bit of coverage I did have here. So I don't like it with this foundation, but I think we all know my thoughts on this foundation. Let's go ahead and make the same mistakes over here. I think I'm gonna try the highlighter that's in here. It looks pretty nice. Not too deep, I don't think, for my skin. This is kind of a weird brush, but I'm gonna use this BH number 2. It's like a paddle foundation brush, but I just feel like it's dense enough but small enough to be able to do this. I don't know what I used it for last, and I surely haven't washed it. So let's hope for the best here. Okay, so I've got it on here, and it's a little bit of a duo fiber too. Are you seeing anything happen? I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Could be the brush. I'm gonna use my finger. Yeah, that's much prettier. I like that. I think everything I've used so far is kind of like everyday appropriate. I didn't get a loose powder. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one since I'm still trying to pan it. It is the powder that never ends. And I like that even though I'm setting that highlighted area, it's definitely keeping it, but it is matting down the under eye. Go around everything. Okay, and I'm actually gonna pull out a loose powder and kind of lightly set the rest of my face. I feel like that definitely made the foundation look more like it was on my skin, like part of my skin, and not just laying on top of it. And I think I'm actually gonna pack a little bit of this between my brows here because I just feel like this is too shiny. I got this powder to see if it could be used like my Essence Pure Nude. This is a finishing powder. This is the High Glass finishing powder, and I have seen some people using it as a finishing powder, and I've seen some people using it more as a highlight, so we're gonna try both today. So it's this right here. This was the highlight. This is the finishing powder. It's definitely less metallic, but still very like glowy looking. That's exciting. Okay, I'm gonna take my typical little strobe brush here, and we are going to just hit the high points first. It's definitely more gold than it was. I don't know if I could put that all over. Let's see. Let's try here. Okay, yeah. Okay, I just a little tap in, knock it off. You're in business. I definitely don't love the way my face is looking because of the foundation, but I do love the finish that kind of gave my whole face. Like, look at my forehead, is very like soft focus kind of a glow instead of like a super highlighty effect. And I know we got a lot of bling going on, but I'm going to take my setting brush, my Real Techniques one, and just knock that up just like more than it needs to. And I'm going to go right into my eyebrow a little bit. And now I have this blush here. It is in the color Fig. I got this color because I thought it would be really nice for winter to have this like kind of muted like mulberry shade. It almost looks like it would be like a bronzer for a deeper skin tone, but it does have that like purpleness to it. See, it's kind of like sunburnt but a little bit purpley. And since it is such a deep color, I'm gonna use my Flower blush brush because it is fluffier and helps when I have more pigmented blushes. And I'm gonna start here. Ooh, so it's giving me a really nice flush. My redness is showing through, so I don't want you to think that all of this is that, but the tone of this is really, really pretty. I think it's a little bit too pink for what we've got going on in the eyes. The eyes are looking a little bit more on the warm side. Every single spot that I have is showing through this foundation, and all of this would look just so much better with just a bit more coverage and maybe something like at least a half shade darker than what's going on in my face right now. Okay, let's work on lower lash line here. I'm going to go ahead and put this eyeliner in my waterline before we start the lower lash line, just to see, you know, if that would lead us down a different path. This is their Epic Wear liner in Frosted Lilac. I think it's showing up, but it's showing up more as just like a reflection, but I just don't really see a benefit of that. I mean, if I were to put it like in my inner corner, maybe I'll do that. Let's try that. You know, like actually on my skin and not on a waterline, or if I had lined my eyes with it. You can't really see that, and I don't know if it's exactly highlighting anything. But maybe as like a liner on your skin, and like even on my lips, like that would be a crazy color on my lips. And I don't know about that. So I have these 3 NYX jumbo pencils that were previously in my collection. I have like a champagne color, a white color, and a black color. And I kind of think since I have a black liner on, I'm going to go ahead and line my entire waterline. Definitely feeling a little bit more evil now. Okay, I'm going to take my NYX number 43 brush into a mixture of the pink and tan colors that I used throughout the crease. And I'm going to blow it out because since I went so smoky with that waterline, I'm going to have to, and I'm going up under this wing too to make it all part of the same eye look. Taking this with nothing on it and just going under it, make sure it blends into. Okay, alright, I have this little Sonia Kashuk eyeliner. It's just a flat top pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into, I think I'm just gonna go into this color instead of going into the purple, because I feel like that black is dark enough. I don't need to help it. And I'm gonna really go into my lash line. I'm gonna take a little bit of the purple and just do the outer corner and kind of make sure it meets up with that wing a little bit. Okay, and now that I'm looking at it up close, I kind of like that purple in the inner corner, and I'm gonna drag it just a little bit down here. I'm gonna take my Sigma E30. I'm gonna rock into this shade right here. As you can see, I swatched it. It's quite reflective. And I know it's not purple, but they didn't give us any purples, even though a little lilac color would have been beautiful here in this palette. Look at how much more bright that is. So I'm going right over where that lavender pencil was. I'm gonna kind of blend it up. Now, let's see. I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna put on some mascara and probably a little bit of brow, and then I will come back and we'll do the lip and finish this up. Okay, so I put on Oh Snap lip liner from ColourPop, and I have these 2 lip products from NYX. I did not buy a new one because if you saw my lipstick declutter or lip drawer declutter, I have like a lot of lip products and I don't wear that many lip products. So unless I'm like super hyped about something or know I'm gonna wear it all the time, I don't really want to bring in lip products. So I have this NYX Butter Gloss in Angel Food Cake and the Filler Instinct in Beach Casual. This one is quite peachy nude. This one's quite pink. I kind of think this one would pull together the blush situation that we have going on. These colors go together nicely, so I'm going to go ahead and use this, and I haven't used this one in quite a long time. Yeah. These are not nearly as sticky as I remember. I used to think this was like the stickiest thing in the entire world. But yeah, it's definitely not. I literally thought this was so sticky. I was like, why do people like those? Those are disgusting. They're so sticky, but also I didn't really wear makeup, so it was probably like super uncomfortable to have anything on my lips. Anyways, so here is the finished look. I'm gonna come in a little bit, show you what's going on. I definitely don't like the foundation. The concealer is okay. I don't have an issue with it so far, but I do like the rest of the products that I put on. I want to try those with a foundation that I know and love. The cream contour palette, I like that. The two parts of it that I did use, I did not get to use the like highlight cream. The blush, I really like this blush color. It's not like any other color that I have in my collection, so I'm excited to have brought that in and kind of expand my horizons from the like nudie peachy situation. This high gloss, I'm really excited about this, to see it. I might wear it compared like side by side and see how it really compares to that Essence Pure Nude. But so far I really like this. It's very nice thin formula. The eyeliner, I mean guys, this is why I don't ever wear eyeliner, but it is very black. It's matte. It was easy to use. I feel like I did pretty good, being someone who probably has not put winged eyeliner on in like 3 years. So take that. I really like how I could get a really thin line up in here and it didn't do, you know, a lot of bleeding. I think I will continue to use it, but I will be trying to make smaller wings. The eyeshadow, I think this is beautiful, and that glitter glue, it was so nice. I don't know what this would look like without the glitter glue though, so I do kind of wish that I had put it on beforehand. Oh my gosh. I do wish also this was easier to open. Yeah, I definitely think the glitter glue helped it, because look at how sheer that is. So it really helped showcase the green in this eyeshadow, so I really did like that. I would recommend it if you don't have a high-end budget and you're really trying to stay away from high-end things. If you want to get the most out of your drugstore shimmers and glitters especially, I would highly recommend this. It was only a couple of dollars, and I mean, I could see this lasting me for like my entire life. I would definitely have to throw this away before I ever would use it up. The lip products, I don't think I will buy another one, because like I said, I have a lot of lip products, but I do like this shade and I think it goes really well with what we did today. I was actually excited for that foundation, and now I'm very sad about it. It's like so bad that there's no reason for me to mix it into things that I like, and also so bad that I will not try it again. I will try the concealer again, because it was a light shade, so if I ever come across like I have a concealer that is too deep for me and I need to lighten it up a bit, that might be something that I use this for. I will try it again on its own, maybe with less makeup on, so I can focus more on the under eye. But so far it's all right. The eyeshadow, highly recommend. I know they have a large version of this too if you wanted more shades, and they do have, I think, a smaller, like a 5 pan of this one too. This one is the Utopia, Ultimate Utopia. The blush, I recommend. This is the Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush. I do like this formula. I feel like it was a nice, easy to blend, easy to sheer out, but still had a lot of pigment. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!